Dancing in their life. dream just to be where you are, in a world I can see where you are, though you are meant to be. Wish you're here next to me where you are. dream just to be where you are, in a world I can see where you are, though you are meant to be. Wish you're here next to me, where you are. shadows, they follow you like an accomplice. Lost all of your dreams, the night is heartless. My shadows, they follow you. My shadows, they follow you in the darkness. In the darkness. My shadows, they follow you like an accomplice. Lost all of your dreams, the night is heartless. My shadows, they follow you. My shadows, they follow you in the darkness. heart she holds. It's feeling like we've been here before. We're both so broke, that's something that'll keep us afloat. Don't walk too slow, we can't keep falling deeper again. Came too close and the day's so far from pure. A rush of blood, but we search for so much more. We've all been here before. We've all been here before. We've all been here before.
Walking on the moon.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a long time coming, but we're officially here, not just for Open 3, but actually with you on the broadcast. I know we've been sitting on that starting soon screen for the greater part of about 40 some odd minutes, but some start GG issues. I'm Quanzek, joined to my left. Let's hope I point the right direction. Nope,
you didn't.
That way. Is Rhino. And we're here to cover day one double elimination action for this Open 3 qualifier. It should be a good one.
Should be a good one. Godalions, LTX Academy, gonna do some work today. Predicted to get through without a blemish on their record. And after getting a DQ in the first round, we fully expect that to be the case. I believe we are in lobby. I believe we are pretty much ready to go. So we'll be bringing you some action very, very shortly of Godalions versus Team Viper. And as I say it, I speak it into existence, Quan. We have game number one of the day underway.
Ask and you shall receive. Technically, it's our third series. We're so good that nobody's even checked in against us right now. This is what we got going on. But you are correct. I think this should be a very easy path for Godalions. They are a fringe Swiss stage team, and we're looking to finally make a run through two opens. I think they've left at the same exact spot in losers round 4. But starting off with a banger here, only 30 seconds in. On to Team Viper. Khan, over to Safix.
Let's talk about that bump from Khan as well. He got 2 in the way that he was able to come down off that side. Well, 30 seconds gone. Godalions on the board. We didn't want to see any banana peels, any concerns in this game. And, well, if Team Viper keep doing things like that, that is exactly what we will be seeing as this one comes off the backboard. Should be sent away by Jaya. Gets past 1. Can't get past a second. Khan is waiting in net to send it long. Jay are going to let Safix have that one. He was in a better position and soon will put this down. But yeah, Godalions very comfortable in the early going of this one, as we would expect them to be, Quan, this early in the competition.
Yep, they definitely should be. They might be a bit cold compared to their opposition, but with the disparity that we've seen in past Fridays, you need the format for Rocket League typically has just been massive opens where any team can get involved and make some Cinderella run. But what that leads to on our opening days is a very wide range of skills coming in from across the Rocket League scene. And this, we're expecting, although it's been played close, should be a candid win for Godalions. They're looking for their second gold. Just for context here, Godalions sitting around seed, I believe it's 40. Actually, I might be too high on that. I think we're 80-something-ish. Okay, I'm all over the place. I will have to double check myself. But I know for a fact, Team Viper is seed 568. So about a mere 500 seeds splitting these two teams here, Rhino. But Viper, they've done well to hold Godalions to just a single goal, although I don't know how long that will last.
Yeah, I can confirm Godalions sitting at seed 56. So as you said, fringe Swiss. That's a nice shot. Will go onto the crossbar from Khan. Safix does follow through. Wants a second touch. Gets the 50. There's no one there and soon can send it away. But the game being played all in Viper's half. That's a nice pass down. Should be the second. And Safix converts.
And this is what we expect out of this team. It's going to be all of them going with selfless plays. This first one was Safix over to Khan, and this one Jair over to Safix. Just a good infield pass to slot that one into the back of the net. Khan catching this one from the kickoff, has the full boost, can do what they want off the ceiling. Flip reset, can't make contact, but it will be Godalions entering into the half, and it's only 4 seconds later that they find this one, and it seems seemingly the floodgates have opened now with the third falling through for Godalions LTX Academy.
Yeah, with Viper, when you're 1-0 down, you're not too worried about sitting back. You're not too worried about still playing defensive. But the minute that you get that second goal let in, that's when you kind of have to come out of your shell. You have to start playing forwards. And Viper just unable to hang with Godalions right now. This ball off the back walls will be Cleared away by Soon. Actually, he does go by. There's going to be a chance here as Jaya comes in from deep, gets the kind of flip reset, looks for the top corner. And that one is a lovely recovery from Jay. You thought he just missed that touch a little bit, but the way he comes back around on the ball is gorgeous. 4-0.
It's very obvious that there was some sort of switch that triggered in the heads of this Godalion squad. The second they hit 3 goals, you instantly saw them just let loose and start having fun. We saw a triple commit immediately off the kickoff into somebody weighing on the backboard for what would have been a ridiculous angle, and it's a goal slotted in for Gyre regardless. Getting that flip reset, a very clean one on that. The confidence coming out. They're just here to have fun and try out some new things, you know, that you might not get to experience in a tougher lobby. And this is what you're workshopping to maybe pull out in the future. So really good look here. Godalions firmly in the driving seat 4-0.
Yeah, for sure. And, oh, that one looks a bit close. We do want to make it clear, by the way, to everybody that we are aware that there is a game sound issue right now. We don't have game sound coming through on the stream. We are working to fix that. Just leave that with us, and hopefully by the time the next game comes around, we will be able to see that. As this one now on the right-hand side, Jaya into the middle. Cleared away for the moment, but there's another chance for Safix. Only a minute remaining. 4 to the good for Godalions. They should be able to see this one through, and they should be able to take down Team Viper with another one after this game. Not really too much to concern us at the moment, Quan.
Yep, no, it's been comfortable, very cozy. Godalions in their PJs and looking to just ride this one out. And very crucial game 1 win that should be pointed out as well. We're only in a best of 3, so there won't be the length of a series, and the first game being won here means you're already on the verge of moving on. And with the way this team's playing, I feel like if they actually did shape up and worry about what they're putting out there on the pitch, we could be sitting at a double-digit scoreline right now. But they've been modest and looking to score cool goals as opposed to bountiful goals. And Gyre here, just a pinch off the sidewall. Doesn't get the pace, but does find the touch, and that'll be the 5th to fall in the net. 10 seconds on the clock, and it's only a matter of time before Mally at this point, before we're on to game number 2.
Yeah, for sure. 10 seconds remaining. Maybe the Godalions want one extra one, as it will be sent away by Rid. This one back into the middle. Ball remains up, and you just know that Viper just want this ball on the grounds. They don't want another goal to go in because they know that goal will be Godalions', and it will drop eventually. 1-0 to Godalions LTX Academy, and yeah, things going smoothly for now, Quan.
Yeah, I mean, that's, for now, is an important distinguisher that you've put in there, but I don't expect us to run into any trouble here on this Friday. Saturday will be where things get messy. You're into the competition with all of the other teams that have earned their spot and is fighting for that ever so precious Swiss stage, and that's where we've fallen short 2 opens in a row. So coming around with the last open before the Birmingham Major, I feel like it's something all these teams want to accomplish, but Godalions as well getting off on the right foot for the second string of 3 opens would be a good omen moving forward. But yeah, the game victory is all we care about right now more than anything. 5-0, and they looked very confident, very fluid doing it.
They did. It's one of those things, when you're in these open qualifiers, there are some of these games that can be just a little bit on the stompy side. I know there are some other big teams that are currently going through the double elim. I mean, you look at Gentlemates, you look at RRG, you look at a couple of others of that ilk. And yeah, they're going to be just smashing their way through these double elims. We have this game, we have the next game, and then we have the one after that if we are to make it through to tomorrow's double elim, which we should be able to do pretty confidently. The last game of the day may give us something to think about, Quan, but until that time, you wouldn't expect Godalions to really run into something that they're too concerned with.
Yeah, technically it's going to be, and I might need to get double checked here. It is fast forward, right? Or just forward?
Fast forward.
It is fast forward? Okay.
Fast
Yeah,
forward.
they are technically in our pool, but not one we'll run into today. It does mean that we could see a chance to see them tomorrow. However, is Khan looking for the opener
Ooh.
here? A good pass, pinch on the backboard, connecting over with, I was about to say Sphinx like I'm in APAC. Sapix! There's five similar letters involved in that name, and I have been on the Luminosity Gaming team stream, so forgive me, Sapphics. I'm sure you and Sphinx would make a good roster, but man, that would be a complicated team to cover, that's for sure.
I was gonna say, hey, shout out to my boy Sphinx as well, getting a mention here in EU. Love that guy, and destined for great things over on the Luminosity side. As we come back to the team that are destined for great things today, that is Godalions, one to the good already, and that's a redonkulous turn from Khan. He's trying to fake out the defense. He's not been able to get through, but more things being tried by Godalions. They're having fun out there.
Yeah, I mean, it's very obvious that they're just feeling themselves, and this is... I brought this up in game one, but really, like, rarely do you get these situations where it's, like, technically allowed smurfing. Maybe that's the wrong term to use, but Epic and Jyincks have cracked down a lot recently on the whole smurfing side of things with the changes to casual gameplay, with the not allowing pros to do road to SSLs anymore. There's been all these shifts, and this is where you can truly get it under a supervised setting in the RLCS arena, and being able to pull things out of your hat to maybe prep them for the toolkit down the line when you may need them against a Vitality or against a Ascend, as we have their caster on stream with us today. It's something that is it's a massive benefit that might get overlooked, and I think that's why Godalions are out here just having more of a fun time as opposed to a sweaty time.
Yeah, Quan definitely living in APAC, saying overlooked. I mean, they don't go here, buddy.
Don't say that.
They're an APAC team. That's
it's
pretty
only
crazy.
a matter of time before Godalions elevate too, right now.
Yeah, we're expecting to see that in Swiss, I think. Yeah, for sure. This one will start to come through on the right-hand side. Notice we're not really talking about the game too much, and that's generally speaking because there's not been too much to concern the Godalions side. This is another chance for Jaya. The pass to the back post. Khan turns that one in. It's a doubling of the lead for Godalions in a beautiful, beautiful way. Nice pass from Jaya. Khan gets up, and we are looking to cruise into the winners' quarterfinal.
Technically a tic-tac-toe play too, because Jair connected that one from Sapphics. He double jumped and read the touch on the backboard, pinched where the member from Vipra got a hold of it, and Godalions just gonna throw another one into the basket, add to their collection. This one was very easy. A brutal 50 from Jair that sends this one screaming from the corner wall there, slotted in. The Godalions at the same spot they've achieved in game number one. I think this is where we're gonna see the fully unleashed freestyling come out, and just looking for this team to have some fun and get loose headed into their next series. They have earned it. They deserve it. And Vipra, while Godalions aren't the same caliber of fast forward on the other side, it's I don't think it's the worst consolation prize to go out in this manner.
Hey, we might see tomorrow if we are on the same caliber as fast forward. Okay, that game might happen. We can't talk about who's the better side until that game is played. But yeah, I mean it's a fair statement to make. Is this one now will be sent away by Vipra, back in from Jaya, looking to go all the way, played softly across the goal line, dealt with by Reavers for the moment, and actually this clear away may give Vipra an opportunity, but they cannot convert. Jaya takes it away from, I think that was Khan. He just says that, yeah, they are just messing around right now. They each want to score those solo goals. It's not happening for them right now, but with a minute left, you would expect another one to go in sooner rather than later. Big clearance from Vipra. The defense is standing strong for the moment. That's a wonderful turn from Jaya. Hold on just a minute. Another flip reset. Jaya cannot get it over the line.
I really wanted that one to go in. That would have been one of the most immaculate first touches I have ever seen in Rocket League, period. That control from Dryer was something special, but not finding pay dirt, and Godalions LTX Academy continuing to intentionally stumble over themselves and take the ball away from their own teammates in the name of fun. And, oh my god. The mind games from Khan. The double fake, the pre-jump. No, the pass just too far out from Dryer's nose. So we'll remain at 3-0 on the scoreboard. But I like what I'm seeing. This is honestly, they look so loose that they're almost convincing me that they can play this way in like a high stress series.
Yeah, which obviously is not true. Those kinds of series, they do always get to you, no matter what level you are. And Godalions are no different. But beating a team like Team Viper, very important on day one. And with 1 second left, you can cross this one off, call it done. And we will have 2 more games. Well, we hope we'll only have 2 more games. Of course, if we do lose either of those 2 games, there will be more. But Godalions take down Team Viper 2-0. Perfect sweep as well. Even if it is a best of 3, we're still going to count it. And we go through to play the winner of Palando and Carter Felke.
Yeah, it's for my own casting voice, I'm rooting on the side of Palando just because it's an easier one to pronounce. We've talked about this beforehand, getting prepped for the stream, that any difficult names to pronounce. I know last Open, me and Alligator there was a player on the other team whose name was RZSS, and neither one of us knew what to call him. I went with Riz initially, and Oleg was like, please, let's not do that. Let's not go down that route. I don't want to handle that. So, hopefully none of those players, and Polando ideally waiting for us at the other side of this break, but we will go ahead and cut to that, but not before we're giving a little love to our namesake this time around, LTX Academy Coaching. You've seen the chat happen from Nightbot letting you know that it's a service through Medify, and you can book a free consultant over that link in chat and use the code LTX SAM-Godalions. That'll get you 10% off your order for your first coaching session. Get involved, get that rank, and go take down Carmine Corp. Because if it's not you, I don't know who it's going to be. We'll see you on the other side of this break.
We built these walls so we could find who could prove themselves through the waves of time.
we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, a much shorter break this time around than the initial starting soon screen. Fortunately, we're getting ready for the winners quarterfinal in our day one elim. Our opponent is the Carto Felky roster, which you'll probably hear me split that one right down the middle every time I say it. I grew up with a stutter, Rhino. So saying Carto Felky in one fell swoop takes a lot of like breath and mental preparation for myself, so I don't just stumble over my words over and over and over again.
Yeah, well, luckily for you, we are gonna learn how to say this name more and more as the game goes on. Carto Felky have currently won 2 games back-to-back. They are 4-0 as far as series goes, and they've beaten Polando, who it was expected that we would be meeting Polando in this position. However, the number 201 seed has fallen to the 312 seed. So proof that anything can happen in the open qualifiers as we await it and see if the 312 seed can take down the 56 seed Quan. My money is on they can't.
Yep, I would fall in line with you there too. Look at us, very astute in our predictions up here in the caster booth, making it very clear where our allegiances lie. And if that's an upset, then I think everybody watching will be upset, and we'll be headed down to lowers for another like 3 series on the way. But this is technically the qualifying series. Win this, and we're on to Saturday no matter what. There is technically another series after we win this, but simply a seeding one to see which team comes in with the higher seed for their placement in Saturday's second iteration of the double elimination bracket. But gotta get there first, and you heard it here. Both me and Rhino are predicting that it should be handily in Godalions' favor.
Yeah.
This is not betting advice. I don't know what website you could find where you could throw some money onto Godalions in an RLCS qual, but here we are getting the lobby set up and looking for Godalions to be back underway in an opener here.
There we go. We have the game.
We're here.
This one gets across, yes. So Godalions will once again be on the orange side, and Carto Felky already with a passing play intercepted by Jaya, wants to make him pay for it. Not going to be able to yet. That ball to take a shot. Khan will decide to go back, and it'll be Nizaron who is able to bring this one away. Now, I'm pretty sure I've seen Nizaron play before. I couldn't tell you where, I couldn't tell you when. But you know, Quan, when you're a caster and those player names, they just
100%.
They just stick in your mind. You know that you've seen it before somewhere. I have that right now with this Carto Felky player, so...
Yes, I'm glad there's at least some level of familiarity here. Khan will be the one to draw first blood in this series, and we'll have to reset the series games on the overlay as well. It's technically saying that Godalions already won, but as much as I wish that to be true, that is not the case here. But yes, I'm 100% in line with you there, Rhino. Especially like grew up in the NA scene, and I've done my fair share of like bubble weekly and monthlies over there. And there are so many players that are like, I definitely know that name. I recognize the string of layers put together, but I could never tell you where or why. It's just in my memory bank, and we might actually have ourselves a game here as well. I've been yapping. Carto Felky finding an equalizer, and it's a good bump on the back end here by Zamas.
Yeah, actually, Khan does not get bumped at all. He just goes up for it and misses out. So although we got a perfect sweep in game 1 of the day, the same cannot be said for game 2. And actually, as a man got through, and Adinio has been able to score into the bottom left off the kickoff. So maybe we need to be paying a little bit closer attention to this game, Quan.
Yeah, I think it's a wake-up call, not just for us here in the booth, but for Godalions as well. Their first deficit all day today, where they will be trailing for the first time. And Carto Felky, look at them just start piling on these goals. Nizaron from that sidewall had a good air dribble. It was turned aside, and Godalions, you can see them shaping up rather quickly. They've gone into their normal rhythm, and just like that, if you blinked, you might have missed the rebound from Godalions here. Passed by Khan and a double tap by Gyre to finish.
And that's a really nice finish from Jaya, able to get that one off the crossbar, dunked it down, and he will be able to get that one over the line. Interesting. So, Nizaron, I've just gone on to check, and he will score again. In Major 1 of 2004, was actually playing in APAC and got top 14 in APAC. And he did
say that year again?
So 2024, you're right.
Okay.
Not 2014.
I heard 2004. Not
okay, I think I said 2014, I think. But no, 2024.
Okay.
That's a nice shot from Khan going over the line. I am going to take up this time to make a point of this.
Yes.
But yeah, he got top 14 in Open 3 last year in APAC. So,
okay.
You know, this is not a bad player. I'm surprised they're ranked as low as they are. And looking at it again, he's actually not played in RLCS this whole season. But last season in APAC, he was top 32, then top 14, 3 times in a row, Open 3, 4, and 5. So, Nizaron's a player. Nizaron's a player. We are dealing with it at the moment, but there is still plenty of time.
Yeah, we can put some respect on their name. I know the open seeding is done exclusively off of 3's rank. That's the only threshold, unless you have some previous experience. Like, if you're Godalions and you've placed in previous opens, they're going to, adapt to that. But you just mentioned that Nizaron hasn't played in RLCS this season, so it's exclusively off his 3's rank, which might give way to the lower seeding that they've received, because it is a less frequently played mode at the higher levels of Rocket League competitive.
Yeah.
Compared to 2's. So our work is cut out for us, apparently. We are dealing with it, like you said, but they have scored 3 on us, and this is a much different pace game than we've seen in the previous series. It's already 7 goals on the board, and Godalions having to be tasked defensively a few times, and here they are yet once more on the back foot.
Yeah, there's an argument to say this is going to be our most difficult game of the day. I know we will have another one minimum after this, which will likely be against the team beautifully named Yappy Nappy. But yeah, these guys, they are here to play, and Zamas has equalized. And maybe there are alarm bells ringing in the Godalian side as Nizaron gets this one across. Double commit from Edinho and Zamas. It's Zamas to get his bonnet on the ball, but yeah, not ideal from the side of Godalions. Maybe just having to lock in a bit.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely wasn't the greatest warm-up series that we saw from them against Team Viper, just because it was such a free win that they got to just have some fun and be experimental. But while that's all well and good, you might need some time to assimilate back into normal Rocket League culture, and I think that's what we're seeing here right now. A little bit of growing pains coming from Godalions as they're working to find their typical groove, but they're at least at an even scoreline. They've kept it to a point where they don't have to mount a massive comeback, and it's anybody's game at this point. Godalions knocking the door by way of that shot from Khan. Safik's backboard looking for Gyre, but that's a good clear by Nizaron, and this one might tick down towards golden goal territory.
Certainly might. Just over a minute remaining. Jay is going to put this one over to the far side. Zamas is first to it, but dealt with for now by Safix. Nizaron coming forwards. The danger man for Carter Felke doing some work. Now the low pass. Good save by Jaya, but once again, Carter Felke coming forwards with numbers. They always like to make sure there is a second and third man ready to take the shot, but Khan, backboard, just defended by Edinho for the moment. Finds its way back to Jaya, who will take it around the first. Now looking to play this off the backboard. No one is there. Nizaron to clear. Khan once again off the right-hand side. Ball off the ceiling. Jaya awaits. And now 30 seconds left, Quan. Still all tied up. We do not want to drop a game this early.
No, especially in a best of 3. It'd be very dire straits, but maybe no. Turn aside the last second by Carlo Felke, but Godalions, they're hungry. They're looking for it. Gyre, hard pinch. It's going to go all the way to the opposite corner. Safik's double tap. Nobody's up. He hits the same post twice. And that'll be cleared back the other way. No further than Karn looking for Safix, who's topped up that boost. Adinho off the corner, and Carl Felke has hung on. This one's still lofting there. It's an opportunity for them if Khan can't put it down, but no, 0-second goal. The touch, the pass too heavy for Safix. It's OT, and you've already stressed the importance of this game number 1. It's a best of 3, so whoever wins this already on match point, and that's not how you want to start off a kickoff.
Yeah, but Khan is there to recover, does well, and Jaya moving forwards. He knows he's got an opportunity here, but he's pushed away by Adinho. It's back in. Going to be on target. Nizaron will be able to clear, but met at the halfway mark by 2 players. Carter Felke have the better of that exchange. Jaya moving through. Oh my goodness, so close to going over again. But the defense from Carter Felke is strong.
Yeah, they've held on. Had Jair been able to fully rotate his car and find more contact with that ball in that flick attempt, I think it would have gone into the back of the net. But Carl Felke living to fight another day, and they do look poised. They've played and met Godalions at the level they're playing at, and have found 4 goals of their own, although I do think a few of them were just because Godalions weren't necessarily prepped for what was coming their way. Jair collecting this full boost. I don't think he quite got the foot reset, but he will get it now, certainly, trying to get that over the top of Nizaron, but he will take over for a squad of Carter Felke and look to toe the line, get something going, get them out of their half. That's something that they've been trying to puzzle out since the start of this OT. It's been them on the defensive foot, and that's not where you want to be if it's sudden death.
Yeah, the pressure is all on Carter Felke right now. Godalions able to collect the ball and get past that halfway line, which is something that this Carter Felke roster have not been able to do really so far in this OT and maintain a lot of possession. So Godalions, they're going to stick to their principles. They don't want to lose this game, and that's a nice chance for Jaya. Once again by Adinho. Ball across, passes there. What a save, Nizaron. Keeping Carter Felke in game number 1. And he's pulled off some incredible plays in this game 1. And you'd expect him to do even more as this series wanes on.
Yeah, he has two goals of his own, and with that save, collecting his own savior medal. Khan denied at the point of contact, and Carl Felke, they're all on almost negligible boost. They cannot get this ball out to buy space and time. Khan with that 50 for the first time in probably a minute and a half. It's finally Carl Felke seeing this ball enter into Godalions' orange half. Nizaron taking over, has enough boost to do any play that they want, but the first touch a bit too heavy and makes its way unintentionally over to Khan, where Safix will work on it over here on the sidewall. Here's Zamas from the corner looking for Nizaron. Has a man in the middle. Drop pass, but they sent the house. It's an open net. If Jair can wrap around here, it's going to have to be a pass, and just not calculated enough on that touch. It was a free breakout, though, for Godalions, and they'll look to make the most of it.
Yeah, these are the kind of opportunities you really have to put over the line. There's already been 3 minutes of overtime. You don't want to give this Carter Felke roster more chances to get back into the game. Nizaron moving through, does get bumped. 1v1, and he wins it too! And I told you that Nizaron had a lot of accolades under his belt, and he has been playing easily the best man on the Carter Felke roster. Khan could not read that. And Godalions lose their first game of the day, but they are not out of the match, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah, and it's a match that they honestly squandered themselves more than anything. I mean, we saw the commit from the third man at the tail end of that game, and it was Jair who just couldn't fully wrap around that ball when he finally had the boost to catch back up to it. It was kind of a panic touch. He wanted to rush it, but it turned to a pinch that really just bought time for the opposition instead of a center ball over there. So Godalions dropping a game, and it's a very wary one to lose at that with the best of 3 setting right now. I mean, we win this and we qualify, but it's now going to technically have to be a reverse sweep.
It is, yes, technically speaking, that is where we sit, but 0-0 on the board will settle Godalions for sure. I don't know if they kind of would have done their research on these players. I don't know if they would know who they were against, but they certainly do now. And we hope to see the recovery coming through into this game too. Cleared away for the moment, but Jaya is there on the scene. He doesn't have any boost to make that one work, and Adinio will send it clear. That's another chance for Safix, but Zamas has just enough boost to make that stop. And now it's going to be Carter Felke moving down the field. Stopped off in the midfield. Oh, that's a miss from Jaya. The pass through to Adinio. The shot is in. Good save by Safix.
Yeah, getting a bicycle save at that. And those are unforced mechanical errors, really, that we're seeing from Jaya that you can't have transpire on the pitch. And as a result, this entire offensive from Carter Felke has been inspired by that one miss. If that's found and it's a clear by Godalions, they're not stuck in their half. They're not scrambling for boost. Finally, they find some space here to operate in, but it's not a luxury by any means. Or I guess it is a luxury. It's not a common benefit that they found in this series. And now that we're at an even score line, I think these teams understand who they're dealing with on the other end. Godalions, certainly. It felt like it took about a minute and a half until they realized that, hey, this isn't just a walk in the park. This is a game that we really need to try on. And they're coming out here swinging. They do have the higher shot tally so far, but still not able to break through the Carter Felke defense.
Yeah, and it's a very, very interesting point you make there, that Godalions, they are the ones with all the pressure. They are the ones with all the shots. And there is going to be one that goes over the line. Safix gets a dunk on the Carter Felke backline. Wasn't even that big a mistake from Zamas. He knew exactly what he wanted to do. Safix just read it beautifully. And Godalions take the lead in game 2.
It felt like they need to find a more creative way to get that goal in, because the usual rigmarole. Thank you for that. I definitely know that word. That's why I tried to throw it, but my brain stumbled over myself twice. Godalions, they kept battering the net in the manner that's standard of Rocket League at this level. Fluid rotation, cutting off these clears to the midfield line, and just waiting for the defense to break, but it hasn't for Carter Felke, and it took that dunk that found its way into the back of the net. So they're going to have to get creative. Infield passes, brilliant individual mechanical plays, even physicality too. Removing the defense is going to go a long way. This is it. Yay. Exactly. The demo onto the Zamas, and the shot from Jaya will find the goal.
That's what we wanted to see. Khan with the ball in, the demo on the back lines, and all of a sudden Carter Felke is scrambling to try and make a save. Half of game 2 gone. Godalions a much more professional look as we go further in this series, and now daylight between themselves and Carter Felke. That's a nice touch from Jaya. He loves those touches into the ground, doesn't he? Trying to get the second touch as it bounces up. Not able to get that one, but he's just going to keep trying them, and the more he tries, the more likely he is to get them. Jaya, sidewall, no redirects through, and it will be a chance now for Godalions again. The redirect again, but Zamas makes the save.
If Jair's able to get to a point, and he's going to slot this one in, and Godalions looking much more stable this time around, now that they've come in here for a full 5-minute frame without messing about in the early minute and a half, like we saw in game number 1. A full 3 minutes shows them 3 goals of their own. But Jair, if you're able to master that touch, it's something that, you know, not unseen, but rather unique, getting that 4-wheel touch, but down where the opposition isn't expecting you to find that flip reset. It creates a component where you can maybe get a little bit sneaky with it and hold on to that flip, cause something as Safix gets sent to the ceiling by his teammate. He'll look to regroup, but Godalions have managed to get a buffer in the scoreline for the first time in the series.
Yeah, and that's what we needed. I mean, that game number 1 was far, far too close, really, for everything that we'd been talking about beforehand. Even we, Quanzek, are a little bit guilty of some hubris before that game, as Khan now tries to get the pass. It's just behind Safix, and he can't recover in time. Demo coming through onto Safix as well. Wow, that's a... Talk about kicking a man while he's down. Mizaron's going to take a shot here off the backboard. No problems for the moment. Second shot away by Jaya. Back in again. And this is probably the most defending that Godalions have had to do in this game number 2. And they still continue to have to. It's an own goal. Quan, it's an own goal. It's that's just happened.
The save just before this was also a touch. I don't know from who to who, but somebody was on the backboard and jumped with a teammate on Godalions at the same time, and it's turned into a weird little pinch, and it does make sense. Their defense has been tried out all today, and it shows. Looks a bit ugly when we are faced there, but hey, Rocket League's one of the few games where you can truly embrace the theory of a great offense is the best defense, because while the percentage chance they're going to score is non-zero, it is incredibly small. If you're able to maintain the level of pressure that they've kept up throughout the course of this game, and as long as they don't see this one go into the net off the hood of Nizaron, I think we should be done and dusted for game number 3. Safix flip reset, gonna just burn as much time as possible. Had a dunk there on the tail end as well, enough for Gyre to slot in. If it wasn't done already, it surely is now. Game 3 will be on our way.
Yeah, that's gonna do it for game number 2. 3 seconds left is not long enough to do anything else, so Godalions will take game number 2, and we will go to that game number 3. As we mentioned, it won't be a sweep, but it may be a sweep of a different kind, Quan, as we mentioned that it did have to be the reverse, and the reverse could be on the cards.
It's so, those are your only 2 options in the best of 3, aren't they? It's a sweep or a reverse sweep. There's no in between. Right?
No, because if Carter Felke win this next game, it's neither a sweep nor a reverse sweep.
I'm getting too ahead of myself. I'm going for the shenanigans.
He's doing the maths. He's doing the maths.
Quickly doing the maths in my head. Of course, 3 games. There's going to be 3 possible outcomes. That does make sense. Thank you very much for checking myself. But the cogs were turning. I obviously didn't come to the right conclusion. I was trying to go for the more entertaining route. But Godalions, once they played a full 5-minute frame of Rocket League, they looked much better for and like the team we were expecting. And I think they definitely have received their wake-up call from Carter Felke.
Yeah, for sure. And Godalions, well, I think it's fair to say that they are very much awake, as Khan, round 1, double demo between himself and Zamas. He's now down the right side for Safix. Off the side wall, looking to take it through. Adinio trying to stop him in his tracks, and he's actually lost the ball there, but will be bailed out by a returning Zamas. That ball off the top from Jay, a nice pass to Safix, just can't convert. But more good Godalions pressure early into game 3.
And it comes with the understanding, it shows the live adaptation that the usual attempts on net haven't been working, and they need stuff just like this by way of Khan. It's a good transition play, showing that this roster can score from anywhere, and Khan wasn't going to miss on this double tap. Had an open net to shoot at, but couldn't catch up to that ball. It won't miss on the redirect coming off from the backboard. So Godalions 1-0 off the jump, only 50 seconds in, and it's very obvious that they're trying to find alternative ways to scoring besides just peppering the net with shots.
Yes, and that is something that is so important for them to do right now. 4 minutes left still, so still a long time. Nizaron has been so quality. Oh my goodness, what a pass. Adinio tries to find that top right corner, just can't do so. It's Adinio again, looking for Nizaron off the backboard. Can't. Or up the now, has to get the reset, has to now try and get the musty, doesn't do so. Adinio back in, backboard, Nizaron off the crossbar, back in again. And that woodwork doing work for Godalions until finally Adinio finds the goal. And that one just looked like it was destined to find the net from the first minute, Quan. As, Carter Felke battered down the Godalions goal.
There was so much scrambling at the tail end of that play from Godalions. You just could feel it, like that deep pit that sinks in your stomach when you know surely a goal is coming your way, and there's really nothing you can do about it because you think every shot on you have to respect it as if it's going to be between the posts, and when it goes off the crossbar, it just creates such an awkward situation here. Gyre collecting it off the sidewall. Adinio Moonball that Sapphics will happily take over and attempt a shot. But those are the ones that we've already come to the conclusion will not beat Cardofelki. That's a good demo, but Nizaron, way too heavy of an opener touch, and Khan can't find a flipper set out there. Actually gets a demo on the tail end, and then has this gone in off the post. Khan is the midfield defense. Good from Cardofelki, but not long enough with another demo onto Adinho. Sapphics getting his first.
This is the meta, Quan. This is exactly what everyone is doing at the top level. If you're not on the field, you can't make the defensive play. And that's exactly what Godalions are believing in now. The demos coming through more often, getting their shoulders out, making sure Cardofelki feel them coming forwards. But Nizaron's individual brilliance is keeping Cardofelki in this game. And that kickoff has definitely not gone the way Godalions would have expected it to.
Yeah, it's a hard-earned goal by Godalions, immediately conceded and equalized, neutralized, rather, by Cardofelki, and they all count the same, no matter in what manner they're scored, and don't let it be another Con able to rotate back in time and find that save off the kickoff, but they need to get this one, too, from Nizaron. Jyincks responsible for that save, and Godalions batting down the hatches defensively this time around, finding the saves, but how many demos have we seen this game? I know. I think I've counted at least 7 so far, and I'm sure I'm short on the total. It's very clear where the allegiances lie. And, oh no. That is brutal.
Oh, Jaya. Oh. Oh. Yeah, You know what, actually? These players are good enough. How dreadful do you have to be to miss that, to be honest with you? That is ridiculous.
Yeah, no, that's why, like, it genuinely left me speechless, because we've already seen a few mechanical errors, specifically from Jyincks as well, but that one is egregious, and one that can never happen at this level, especially for a team that has Swiss stage hopes right now.
And that's going in as well.
And
there are silver players out there that could have made that save, and I'm not exaggerating. What am I seeing? Jaya, I don't know if he's really at fault for that one. You know, he's got no boost. There's not a lot he can do with it. He's not in the best position, but that's not really his kind of vibe. So, yeah, that one not too bad. But the one before that, goodness gracious me, 1 minute 30 to break down a defense which has already proven to be so difficult for Godalions to break down. Those stats don't really speak much to give Godalions a lot of hope in this one. Demo comes through from Nizaron, so Sapphics will try and challenge this, but Nizaron is right there on the scene, all played through. Zamas takes a shot. It will be cleared away, but defense is not where Godalions want to be right now. They want to be down the other end of the field trying to get goals.
Yeah, you can't afford this leisure time spent in your own half. Their pressure's on. You need 45 seconds counting down. Adinho just trying to stall time, keep this ball in the orange half. Redirect attempt from Sapphics makes its way on net, but handled by Nizaron for his savior medal. Jyincks back towards the blue goal line, but they're doing such a good job of buying time, and these touches from Godalions, they're not setting up anything. They're just setting the ball back in, hoping to dump and chase, but this boom ball mentality is only favoring Cardofelki because it allows them to burn seconds off the clock. Finally, it's a pass look, but Nizaron reads it well, and had that gone in, would have surely been the dagger. We need to score now if there's any hope of taking this one. There's no boost. It's coming back our way, and dropping down to the lowers. I don't think as a result that would have happened, that anybody would have predicted. We surely didn't. Nobody on Godalions would have, and I think the only ones they can blame are themselves, because we saw them get to a slow start in Game 1, and Game 3 just looked bad.
Yeah. I think what I would actually say is Game 3, the second half of Game 3 looked bad. I think we started the game okay. But I mean, as soon as you let Nizaron with that kickoff goal, the rest of that game looked awful. from Godalions. The good news is they've got a long time to try and work it through, because we now drop down into lowers round 5 will be our next game. And I can tell you that they have only just started playing lowers round 3. So we've got a couple of BO3s to go before we take to the field again. It's going to be quite a long one, but 2 wins necessary now in order to qualify for day 2 in the lower bracket.
It's
you know what? I totally get why Jyincks has done that. I totally get why Jyincks has done that.
Understandable.
I understand it. I'm sorry. I gave him a bit of a fake throw, but Quan, as the host today, I figured it's sensible enough for you to cut to intermission before I do.
Yeah, no, maybe it was my job too for picking up on what could have been a potential closeout. We can sort that out on the back end here.
Yeah,
but
we'll figure it out.
I just wanted to chime in and say that, you have to go back to the drawing board and really, more than anything, practice the fundamentals of Rocket League, because there were one too many unforced mechanical errors, and yeah, the work is cut out for us in the lower side of the bracket. And yeah, for a team that's played this long together into Open 3, trending downwards, not ideal. But we'll get to the drawing board, we'll work on things, and Jyincks, I'll officially give you the pleasure. Rick, we'll see you on the other side.
love you, love you. I do need you. Ooh, I love you, I do need you.
dream just to be where you are, in a world I can see where you are, though you are meant to be. Wish you're here next to me, where you dream just to be where you are, in a world I can see where you are, though you are meant to be. Wish you're here next to me, where you are.
makes us strong enough. You and I. Everything we've been through makes us strong enough. You and I. Feel me in the darkness. My shadows, they follow you like an accomplice. Lost all of your dreams, the night is heartless. My shadows, they follow you. My shadows, they follow you in the darkness. My shadows, they follow you like an accomplice. Lost all of your dreams, the night is heartless. My shadows, they follow you. My shadows, they follow you in the darkness.
Hand out, she holds. It's feeling like we've been here before. We're both so broke. That's something that'll keep us afloat. Don't walk too slow. We can't keep falling deeper again. Came too close and the taste so far from pure. A rush of blood, but we search for so much more. We've all been here before. We've all been here before. We've all been here before. Hand out, she holds. It's feeling like we've been here before. We're both so broke. That's something that'll keep us afloat. Don't walk too slow. We can't keep falling deeper again. Came too close and the taste so far from pure. A rush of blood, but we search for so much more. We've all been here before. We've all been here before. We've all been here before. We've all been here before.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am a myth. I'm a black screen. I'm in your walls. Watch out. We did say it was going to be a little bit of a longer break, and here we are officially and getting underway instantly in losers round 5. Had to wait a while, but our end opponent here, Rhino, SMD.
Yeah, certainly. And they have just come off a 2-1 win against Predator Esports. So they will be feeling pretty good. Went all 3 games, though, and this is seed 376. There's been a lot of seed chat today. But I think it's important to make everybody aware just where the seedings lie for this one. Godalions had some time to kind of wash away what had happened in the upper bracket, get their heads right, and Quan, we hope that they have in order to win this game against SMD here.
Yeah, wash away is one thing, but I feel like, I mean, for one, I tried to do a juice cleanse in a total of 40 minutes. I didn't get very far, but I do feel like it's maybe a deeper clean than just a shower after that one. Hopefully this is it. You can wash yourself in the cries of your victims in battle, the victory. Oh, coming through here as Gyre gets mogged by Moggy to avoid that one going into the back of his net. I thought that was going to go in for certain, but denied at the tail end. The Godalions still looking for something, and I feel like more than anything, getting this goal to fall in, that one turns aside yet again. It's going to be a boost to confidence, which is something this roster needs.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a worrying sign that I feel like I've seen this movie before. Godalions so offensive, so in the face of SMD right now. And there is the one that goes over the line. A nice pass back to Jaya, who's able to put that over the line. Great work from Khan, finding his teammate, and Jaya could not miss. Godalions one up.
That one hitting the twine before frustration can start to manifest itself in Godalions LTX Academy schools. It's a good goal. That allows you to sit on your laurels for a bit, reassess, and say, okay, we got this. We're still the same team. We just Had a bad series, and we're looking to get it back. Don't concede immediately. Good save by Khan. Gonna get reward for the full boost. And as a man, Jai are lying in the weights. Pre-jumping already. Tries to delay flip to get that around Sean, but not able to find that connection. But Godalions still looking hungry, and this is... Unfortunately, I mean, you already hit the nail on the head. Deja vu between this and our last series, so... Hopefully it's not more of the same. It's just offensive woes, and we need to find a better way to break through the defense.
Yeah, but problem you've got is breaking this defense is going to be a little bit easier than who we play next if we do win this game, because Yappy Nappy on the same side of the bracket as us, they were also upset by Zura Falcons on the top half of the bracket. So where we were expecting both of these teams to go through and our game today being played for seeding, instead, that is a key best of 3 that will be played against the Yappy Nappy side to determine which one of us goes through to tomorrow's double elim. So yeah, a little bit concerning. You've got to go the long way round if you're the Godalions roster, but they will still have faith that they can. Khan off the ceiling will be sent away by Sean, and that one's going to be a fun one to go through. That's a nice shot. Good clearance away by Moggy.
I feel like the way you just said Sean was making fun of me for the way I pronounced it earlier. We can go to Shan if you want to.
No. Because we've got Khan, I feel like it's like you want to say Sean. You know, you want to see that mirrored.
I'm tracking there. We did have a Khan v Khan matchup this time 2 weeks ago, but instead it's Khan v Sean, and Sean getting the worst end of that demo. Jair left with nothing but greenery in front of him, and trying to redeem himself on his redemption arc here. Get some help out from Sapphics on another bump and open that to shoot at. So Godalions 2-0 lead, only a minute 20 left to burn on the clock, and hopefully this is them getting off on the right foot and there's no disaster heading our way in the remaining 75 seconds.
Yeah, that's a nice opportunity. Sean going to be able to send it clear. Going to be Khan to collect at the angle, hits the post. And now Godalions, they have started to really start turning on the styles. Sapphics, that pass, almost perfect. And I say almost because, yeah, it didn't result in a goal. But, Juan, it's once again, as we go back to Series 1 of the day, it's signs of life from Godalions and signs that they are not deterred by what happened in the upper bracket.
And that's, like, crucial. You need the perseverance, the mental fortitude to withstand tough losses like that, especially ones that I'm sure this roster was kicking themselves over at the tail end of it. Usually we get some sort of feedback from Sapphics between series. It's just a single message or a GIF, and there was radio silence on that end. So I think that goes to show you just where these mentals were at, but they have seemingly bounced back well, and they're looking to get on the right track here. It's a good start, and they might make it 3-0 for the road, almost going in, just high and wide to the right, but this one could do it. Infield pass, double tap Khan, leaving way for Jair to the backboard, and they're playing with their food at this point. It won't fall in, although I may have spoke too soon. We're playing some Rule 0 Rocket League here, Rhino. Godalions, at the end of the day, regardless of when the ball finally hits the turf, will do so now, come away with a Game 1 victory.
Yeah. And just want to shout out to NC. Congratulations on your Brave Esports roster, making it through to day 2 in uppers. I know you lost in a 5-game series in the last game of the day, but we love the fact that Brave are through to tomorrow. Congratulations to you. Thank you so much for the raid as well. We very much appreciate it. Also, very sorry to hear about the team stream going down. Yeah, I know NC was the one who had to stream his POV instead of getting something on them on the Brave channel. So, hey, it happens, but congratulations, guys. You are here watching Godalions, who have had a little bit of a worse day than you guys. I think it's fair to say. We are in the lower bracket. We are currently playing our losers round 5 matchup against SMD. Win this, we will be playing against Yappy Nappy in the final to see who goes through to tomorrow, and that one could be a very, very tense game indeed. But for this one, Game 1 was a very professional outing from Godalions. We hope for the same from Game 2, Quan.
Yeah, they have to continue this momentum. I mean, they've set up a gauntlet for themselves. by way of their own misfortune. Really a hole that they've ended up digging for themselves, and now it's up to building a ladder to find your own way out when that hasn't been the case before. They'll concede their first goal of the series to SMD. And 2-0 was the first score line, and SMD already saying, hey, that shouldn't be the norm, despite what you guys may think, what we may have put on display. You're going to have to try for this one, and Godalions, they'll have to raise to the call just to find the equalizer.
Yeah, and maybe actually they're going to go further down. That's a good clearance by Safix. It comes back in. It's hit nicely. It just is wide from the onrushing SMD attacker. And now this is going to be Safix trying to cause some problems on the ground. Third man press. Moggy cannot turn on that ball quickly enough. Tries to get the pinch across. But the defense is in from Godalions, and we can clear our lines once again. Nice touch from Jaya. Doesn't have a lot of boost. Gets the reset. Goes over the top of Shan. Looks for the corner. Moggy sends it clear. It's back in again. Safix trying to make something happen. Calm with the pass back to Jaya. But it's not enough. And SMD still remain 1 up. That one might be enough. Good clearance by Distant.
This is a barrage. It's one of those like rare planetary events where you just get like the plethora of falling stars from the sky, and one I don't know if anybody's ever experienced that. I hope you have. It's a beautiful sight. But this is what's going on to the net from Godalions towards SMD. It's them peppering the net over and over and over again, trying to break through. Finally, an infield passing play. It's off the bar and back out. And they still will not be able to find the back of the net. No Pater close to no Cigar, and they're going to get punished on the back end. A bit too greedy, trying to break through, and there's just nobody home.
Yeah, Distant plays that one over the top, and Moggy does not have any defenders who are challenging, so will just be able to finish into an empty net. Godalions sloppy in game 2. Still 3 minutes 14 to find themselves, though, and it has still gone the same way in that Godalions are the more aggressive team. They do definitely still have the more shots, and they will have a goal back. Easy as that. Jaya at the back post. Quan, we've shown life in game 2 here.
Easy does it, yeah. Really good touch here by Safix, and life is the important takeaway. That's the key word I'm going to grab from your sentence there, Rhino. We won game 1 handedly, but have been on the worst side of the receiving end from SMD's offensive, and Godalions just trying to get back on track. They're going to do so with that goal, but the job is not done. Don't call the comeback quite yet. There's still work to do. Maybe Khan can get there. What is this touch? How's that not go in? He'll get help from Safix for the top end, but that's a thing of art from Khan.
Yeah, let's just take this in right here. That's a nice beat on the first one. Shan has nothing to do there in goal. And it's only there for Safix to finish into the top left corner. Great work on the backboard. Godalions were 2-0 down with 3 minutes 14 to go. They are now 2-2 with 2 minutes 45. So you can do the maths there. And maybe they are behind again. They are lucky to escape with a draw still intact after that one.
Yeah, you've gone away with murder there, Godalions, and don't put it to waste. Khan gonna guarantee that. Just following this one in, Gyre's a lofted ball towards the net. Distant doesn't get a good touch, and Khan's there to make sure he takes a solid 50. Wins it, bullies his way through, and Godalions 3 unanswered to establish a lead now in this game 2.
This is what we needed. We know if we win this, the next game is... Well, before a ball was kicked today, it was what we thought was going to be the hardest game of the day. Not sure that is accurate anymore. But it is certainly a game that we cannot take for granted. So it's a very necessary victory here to win this in 2 games rather than 3 to make sure that we go in with confidence. This ball out of the sidewall. There's a chance at the angle off the backboard, and third man will not press. Will have to play some shadow. Pushes it away, but only as far as Distant, who gets the equalizer. SMD are not going away.
All right, Godalions, here is where you lock in. You tell everybody to focus up. This last minute and 47 seconds, you come away with the win. You win the series in 2. and you set the stage. You want to be in relatively peak form for the matchup coming up. Yappy Nappy is already waiting for you, and you said it yourself, Rhino, before a ball was even tipped from the kickoff. We were expecting that one to be the matchup of the day, and it's not happening in uppers, it's happening in lowers, which means Godalions playing for their tournament lives here already on a Friday evening, and got to shape up before it's a little bit too late. Looking for a fourth here, but Distant, good backboard defense will ward off things for the time being.
Yeah, and he will try and come forwards again down that wide wall, as will now be Safix wanting more. Cleared away, but picked up by Khan off the ceiling as well. Manages to turn. Can't get past Distant, who's up early. Nice work from him on the defense. Ball into the middle. Missed, I think, by maybe Khan, as Jaya will try his luck. But once again, seems to be that Godalions really want to try and push out of that corner, Quan, and that corner is not serving them very well. They have not been able to break that defense down. And once again going to the corner. This time it's Jaya. This time he will find the goal, and he will do so in a beautiful manner.
I thought that was a really good outlet pass, and Gyre just understanding they don't have the look on the net initially, so it's a controlled touch over the sidewall and a beautiful redirect to put that one into the far side. It's a crucial fourth goal, and they have learned their lesson. You called them out for trying that corner. I think at a certain point, they just became predictable. Very projected what the plan was going to be. That one, nearly impossible to read off the hood of Gyre. It's going to be the go-ahead goal. Will it be enough to hang on? They're looking for one more, but at this point, you just can't afford to get scored on no matter what. Khan, oh, what a touch. I thought that would have been the insurance, but Moggy wins a 50, and it has to be now for SMD. It's off the corner. There's somebody wing there, but Khan, speeder to the ball. We have 0-0. It's going to have to be a 0-second goal, but a wise touch there to spike it down to the turf goes Gyre, and Godalions had to work a little harder in that game number 2, but it's the same result. It is a win in sweeping fashion, 2-0, and we'll continue our run a bit haphazardly, but they did look much better this time around.
Oh, much better. And a 2-0 is so important there. If that went to 3, you'd really be concerned for the final game of the day, but that has not happened, and we are able to see it over the line in a sweep. And that's exactly where we want to be on this Godalions team stream. So that leaves one game of the day, Quan, and it is one that we've been bigging up all stream long.
Yeah, Yappy Nappy. We've already highlighted the caliber of these two teams, the differencing in seeding. It's 58 and 73, and we're down here in the lowers. One of these teams is gonna go home way earlier than they wanted to in open number 3, and it's unfortunate, but you gotta play with the hand that you've dealt. We have a fantastic series coming up for our tournament life on the other side of this break. It'll be a short one. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is the end of the day. We got one more series coming up here, and this is do or die. Win, go on to day 2 through lowers, lose, and you're done for one of these rosters here, Rhino. Godalions and Yappy Nappy. We hyped them up at the beginning of the day saying, hey, this will be the series. It's happening in the lowers, and for one of these teams, it's the terminal series of Open number 3.
Yeah, and neither of these teams would be expecting to go out in this position. Outside the top 100 is not where either of them want to be sitting, but one will. And so we have a cat on Quanzek's screen, so that's cool.
I've just done a phone call.
Sure, makes a lot of sense. But we've got Godalions versus Yappy Nappy. It's a huge, huge game. It's the best. We're in the game. Here we go. It's Khan who's going to play this one over to the right-hand side. As once again, Godalions on the orange side. We've been on the orange side all night. And hopefully it will do us well in our final game of the day. No way. Backboard Khan. Oh! That is what you call a tone setter.
If there's one way to get out on the right foot to continue your Open 3 life, it is that. Khan with an immaculate goal as he's falling from the ropes, and the placement could not have been better. Godalions on the board early, and it's a statement, Rhino.
Sure is. And not here to play around. They want day 2. It will now be Safix down the left. Beats Haven. Now trying to break forwards onto the backboard. Gets demoed, and Mind will be able to bring it clear. As this one now is Jaya popping it onto the backboard. Cleared by Haven once more. Brought back by Safix. Jaya flying through. Might have just found the angle. And that one into the top right corner is beautiful. Godalions 2-0 and 2 good goals.
You can't ask for a much better start than a 2-0 lead only a minute in, and this team seemingly firing on all cylinders, connecting on passing plays. The shot placement has been great. A third off the kickoff by Safix. Everybody's getting involved here, and 3-0 before the clock has even hit 4 minutes, Rhino. We've done well. We've earned the lead. There's plenty of time to concede it, though, so don't get complacent.
This is huge. This is a massive, massive start for Godalions, but as you rightly say, it's not a position where it's already locked in. You know the quality that Yappy Nappy possess, and the more I say that name, the more I'm learning to hate it, as Safix over the top, off the backboard, will be sent away by Mind. Has Haven who's gone ahead, and it will be dealt with. Is there an open net in the back? There certainly is. Khan with a beauty of a redirect. Godalions having fun in game 1.
It's salt in the wound right now for Yappy Nappy, and somebody might need to change their nappy with this performance that's happened so far.
I'm going to cut you off right there, Quan. No. We're not doing that.
Oh, man, look. For whatever reason, it's in my head that in the UK, that the nappy is used to qualify what we over here would call a diaper.
And it sure is.
I just wanted to stunt for a second about my knowledge of other cultures. Who knows, man? I liked it, but
no.
I will shut up now and throw it to you before I think of my next ridiculous pun.
Well, this is the thing now. You're throwing it to me, and I've got nothing really to say. It's 4-0. We kind of have to just linger on the point that you've just made about, having to change the other team's nappy. We're here in it now, Quan. This is the situation that you've created. I hope you're happy with yourself as Godalions are putting on a show in game 1.
For asking.
I can actually hear in your voice that you're very, very happy with yourself. This one comes across. There's a chance here off the backboard, but defended well by Haven, who will try and run the gauntlet. Sees 3 Godalions players in front of him. Gets a demo onto one. Jaya working down the right-hand side into the corner, wanting the pinch, doesn't find it, but following through is Khan. And when we talk about the team that we're playing against, I mean, you talk about the way that Yappy Nappy are playing. I have to say I'm a little bit disappointed by their spacing. It seems to me their players are a little too bunched up and not really all that confident to go for some of these plays. So Godalions are able to get through without too much problems. I mean, see that one right there from Safik.
Yeah, I think the intention, the theory coming out from Yappy Yappy is like very tight, aggressive rotations, which allows you to be faster and speedier to these balls. But because they're not executing on their touches and they're not spreading out from each other defensively, it's allowed a lot of open space for these passes to come through. And for a second there, it seemed like they might have stemmed the bleeding, but it's just a very well placed shot by Safix on the sidewall, recognizing there's nobody home for the save. And 5-0, Godalions go up, and Yappy Nappy making us look bad in the booth here right now after how much we hyped them up before going into the series.
It would be the ultimate cast a curse if this was the game where there was a Brazil. It would be the ultimate. We don't know what we're talking about. We've talked something into existence. If Godalions scored another 2 and Yappy Nappy scored 1, I mean, I don't think it'll happen. But actually, this might be the one. Rukia looks like he's got a free run, but it's great work from Khan to make that save. So, and actually, after making that save, he now goes through, tries to get a shot on at the angle. Jaya, top corner, not going to find it. Yappy Nappy can move back down the field, but immediately dispossessed.
And this one, good pass over to Safix, and it's going to be Khan just looking to clear out cars. Sending them to the junkyard, but not able to connect. Godalions, though, they've already done the hard work. They can coast through for the remaining 30-some-odd seconds on the clock and look to just add insult to injury here. Safix flip reset. Good save by Mind, but it's too little too late. They've already led in 5 and haven't even gotten close to sniffing a goal on the opposite end. Gyre getting a save, and that's one of the few that Godalions have had to find. They've looked like the better team through and through here, and hopefully that continues to game 2 as a 6th one going to fall in.
Godalions are cooking right now as that one comes off the backboard. Nice finish from Safix into the bottom right-hand corner. And that will be a lot for game number 1. Hopefully, it's a sign of things to come, but tonight, Quan, we have seen Godalions absolutely decimate a team in game number 1 and then struggle against them in game 2. So we're not going to say anything about this series just yet. But for the moment, things are looking good for the Godalions squad. And this ball will drop any moment now. Game 1 will be done. And actually, Khan wants another one for the road. Looks for the left-hand post, finds it too. That's a little bit rude. There's no real need to do that one. But Godalions get a 7th on the board, and you can see 2 players rage quit in the top left.
Yeah, I mean, it could just be going to find some preset changes to change the mental placebo that's happening. Is it more rude in your mind to not support the rule 0 that every Rocket League player holds well and true, or to score like that? It probably is just to score like that. You can call it quote unquote unsportsmanlike coming out there at the tail end by Khan, but hey.
I refuse to call it unsportsmanlike, to be honest with you, Quan. It's mental warfare out there. This is the game that everyone has said for Godalions is going to be the hardest game of the day. Why would you not want to send your opponents absolutely spinning into a spiral of depression? You simply want that to be the case because that's going to make it easier for you to win the game. There's no rule against it. There's no reason not to. Get that goal. Tell them that you're the better side. Go into game 2 with all the confidence. I love it.
Killer mentality coming out from you. Yeah, I can support it. I love the competitiveness coming through, and especially when it's teeing up your journey into tomorrow. Hopefully, when you've already dropped down to the lowers, I think getting as much wind behind your sails is going to be crucial for this roster. So, if you maybe it's a bit rude to some people out there, you made like a suggestive call to it at the waning seconds of that game, but Godalions walk away with a 7-0 victory. I think what would have been even more brutal is if they had already had the 7-0 and he turned around and scored on their own net to send us.
Sure. At that point, that's disrespectful. Yeah, at that point, I draw the line. Yeah, just scoring an own goal to make it a Brazil. Yeah, I'm not convinced by that. But just keep scoring. If you can keep scoring, just keep scoring. There's no reason not to. As this one, so that's once again all of the Yappy Nappy players very bunched up in a small area of the field. Pass up from Jaya to Khan. Sees Safix in the middle. Will he go for him? He will in the end. Safix has already turned away from the play though, so it will be cleared away. But nice block by Safix to make sure that ball is not really too dangerous. It is now, but Jaya once again with the clearance. Khan can't get up in time. Mind won't be able to get a second touch on that one. It is destined for the goal, but it will be pushed away by Rukia.
Haven, look at this carry. The control gets him from the ball, too, for the bump. Won't get rewarded with the goal, but clears out the final defender. Has this one ricochet off his car. Don't tell me all that's just to support a goal for the other team. It will not be. Yappy Nappy going to regroup with a couple members on negligible boost, but really good look there by Haven. The first real mechanical showing we've seen from them, and instantly struck fear into my eyes because I thought that one had a good chance of going in. It was like it just attached a glue stick to his grill, and the ball just stuck there the entire way through. A minute and a half ticked down now, and Yappy Nappy looked like a different team already. They'll find the opener here in game number 2.
Yeah, and it's a confidence game. It always has been, and Mind with the reset, he's going to get a lot of confidence off that one. It's a nice play from him as 3.5 minutes remaining. Still time for Godalions to get on the board, but I hate that I prophesized this one. But it's been the pattern all day. Game number 1, an absolute whitewash for Godalions. They've walked through it. Game number 2, a real challenge, and that's exactly what they're being presented with here as Haven gets Yappy Nappy 2-0 up, and Godalions look shell-shocked.
We just need to wait for the update in Rocket League 2 where you can, like, cut off some of your goals from one game and deposit them into your other games in the series. So that 7-0 becomes like a 3-0 win in game number 1, and you're up 4-2 right now over the top of Yappy Nappy. That's something that Godalions might need to implement, or have implemented sooner rather than later, because they haven't found that same birth of offense that they were given last time around, and they've connected a couple infield passes specifically between those two, Gyre and Safix, but nothing into the back of the net yet. Khan gets bumped off of this opportunity, and Godalions, they've conceded a couple. They're finally establishing a prolonged bit of pressure, but it's just work in the corners. It's no real genuine scoring opportunities coming, but they're there, and I say that at the right time as that one finds its way into the infield with nobody home. The lead is now cut in half.
The prime example of a caster curse, folks. It was only a matter of time before we got a proper one.
Calculated.
And yeah, absolutely planned, I think, for sure, from Quanzek there, as Yappy Nappy 2-1 up, and they are absolutely loving life. But Godalions right back into the game. Oh, that's a big miss. Rukia going to take a shot. Good shadow defense from Khan, though. Pushes it over into the corner. But once again, Godalions, just beware hubris. They must not, now that they've scored one, think that it's just going to be easy to score a bunch more. It's not the case. And they need to continue to stay locked in. That bump comes through. Safix pushed off the play. Jaya now looking for the pass up to the right-hand side. Try and get across Safix, but Rukia once again able to send it clear.
I didn't see who missed the ball on that sidewall. Don't tell me, because
I
really don't want to. Okay.
It was who you thought. It was who you think it was.
Now I know. I have PTSD. Stop doing that, Gyre. I get so anxious every single time it happens. Safix blows the tire in the midfield, accidentally backflips instead of double jumping, and oh my gosh, Haven almost connected on what would have been a nearly impossible angle. One of the steepest ones I think is feasible on the currently designed Rocket League map, and that would have been a very fancy way to get things back on top, although maybe Gyre can't get it past Rukia. Safix challenging here on the corner. Gyre hard off the sidewall. Khan's already jumping. There's a demo. King Khan double tap. Didn't have the boost to get back to the ball, so Godalions left scratching their heads. They still need one more.
They do, and with less than a minute on the clock, time is running out, but there's a bump on the back lines. It's not going to be enough. Haven sends it away. Safix has to get there first and does. Nice pass, and it's a nice save by Haven. And Khan going to try and keep the play alive, but Mind comes through like a freight train. Just pushes it back towards Godalions half. A musty flick to boot. It doesn't go over the line. That one might. No, hits the crossbar. Jaya trying to send it clear. Gets it over the top of Rukia, but he gets up quickly. Khan on the right-hand side. 20 seconds remain for Godalions to prevent this from going to a game 3. And they might not be able to. That one's off the backboard. It's a double commit from the side of Yappy Nappy. That one off the sidewall. Good save by Khan. It has to go forwards now. Khan taking it down the right-hand side. Doesn't get any boost, though. That's going to cause problems. The ball might drop any moment now. And that should do it with that clearance through from Yappy Nappy. They will keep the ball up a little bit. Nice catch from Khan. But the dunk is there. And we go game 3.
Yeah, Yappy Nappy came out the gates and looked like a different roster. They were ready to show their stuff. They connected on a couple brilliant goals, and we saw how many shots from them hit the crossbar as well that looked like they could have gone in and racked up 3, 4, 5 goals for that side. Godalions, I think, found their footing just a tad bit too late, and now are in a game 3. It's the last one that we will cover today, and it'll determine whether or not there's a stream headed into tomorrow, let alone Sunday. So, lots to be played for here, and we won a victory in game number 3 over the top of Yappy Nappy, but it's not, I can't just wish for it. There's no genie lamp on my desk right now. It has to be earned by this Godalions roster.
Anything that can even pass as a lamp?
I don't think so. I have like a little, like...
Bottle of Prime, does that count?
There you go. It's bright enough with that lemon lime flavor to maybe be
right? Yeah, it's
fluorescent. Yeah.
Yeah, it burns retinas with that one. But what could also burn retinas is seeing Yappy Nappy winning this game number 3. We'll see if that does come to pass as Godalions immediately out the gate with a demo from Jaya. But Rukia has time to bring this away, intercepted, but once again, that third man there coming through from Yappy Nappy. They've really fixed that rotational kind of issue that we were seeing in game number 1. Have definitely stepped up on that front. This ball off the crossbar will be a chance now. Mind will send it away, and Godalions will try and stop them in another offensive play.
Gone. Just has to avoid the bump from Haven, but that was a shot from Rukia, turned aside by Gyre. Mind gets bumped on the takeoff. They're still threatening, though. This one has an orange trail. It careens off the backboard. Shot up by Rukia. Gyre using that same backboard to buy time, but they're low on boost. Mind flip reset. Can't make contact. Rukia full tank of boost, though. Safix collecting, and finally a slight area of breath. They survived for the time being. Hopefully they regroup to grab some boost, because here comes Haven. Good challenge by Gyre. That'll send this ball the length of the pitch and buy the necessary space for Godalions to reset and go again.
Yeah, nice block off on the midfield there. So the attack continues. Khan, not a lot of boost. Tries to go on his own and just does not have the positioning to get that one over the line. Haven will get challenged. Khan's had a demo on Mind in the midfield. The bump comes through onto Rukia, so he can't challenge this one, but Haven can. 0 boost. 0 problems, but will be able to be sent away by Khan, who now has the length of the pitch to go. Wanting the bump play, gets the demo play instead. Just the ball didn't have enough pace to get beyond the goal line, Quan, but I love the idea.
In the tautness between these two teams, it's obvious they're playing for possession. They're playing for space across this pitch. It's a 0-0 scoreline, and usually that's an indication of two teams that are very cautious with their touches, understand the stakes at hand, and you know, this is their entire open 3 lives on the line. Way sooner than they would have thought, and Yappy Nappy, there's just nobody there to contest the shot. Khan, very well placed, but Rukia can't get there in time, and Haven, no boost to turn around, so Godalions on the board first in a game like this where we've already seen it played very close. I think it's a crucial one to have.
So important to get that first goal And maybe a misery compiler through from Jaya. Good clearance, though, by Mind. As it will be Khan. Dropping this one down. Once again, we see Godalions with a lot of offensive pressure. Khan winning that one on the sidewall. Haven equal to it. Jaya just trying to be a nuisance, get involved, make it difficult, and he's doing that with a bump there. Beautiful. Safix just can't turn on the ball, but Godalions, they've warmed into this series. They are looking very, very good with 2 minutes to play.
Yeah, that goal seemingly gave them all the confidence, all the assurance to go for these plays. They'll be tasked defensively for the first time. Gyron Island Psycho attempt. Almost able to get there. Mind. Over to the sidewall. And Safix just has to watch this one get played over the top of him. Good challenge there by Jair. And we'll go to the corner once more. Safix full boost shot on. A nearly own goal by Mind, but does send it wide left enough to keep it out of the net. And Godalions, while they don't have a second, it does seem like it's nearing. This pressure just continues to grow.
Yeah, I don't know that 1-0 up is the right time. Certainly when you're playing for your lives in an RLCS Open qualifier to go for a Psycho. JR apparently disagrees, as this one is going to be up from Mind. Khan intercepting onto the left-hand side. It will be Rukia who sends it away. Haven is not going to get there before Khan, though. Dropped down in a dangerous area. Cleared away by Mind once more. Jaya on the midfield. We'll leave that one to Safix now, who takes it through, wanting to play the 50. Oh, he faked it out, actually. That very, very nearly bamboozled the back line, but it just wasn't able to. At the angle, Safix once again. 60 seconds remaining, and daylight would be so nice to find for Godalions right now, just to alleviate some of the pressure that they might be feeling. But Yappy Nappy, they're not out of this yet. They're still only 1 goal away, taking this one to OT, and they are getting closer and closer with every second.
Yeah, getting the cushion would be very nice. Good dunk there by Jair on the extended challenge. And the defense from Godalions has not been picture perfect today, but they will have to rise to the call. That shot off the crossbar and back out by Haven. He might have been robbed, but Jair coming back the other way. Musty double tap. Can't find it. And now this game has all of a sudden opened up. We have nothing but back and forth play. Safix chasing this down with the remaining 10 seconds on the clock. That cycles through, threads the needle, but goes off the post. Jair, good dribble around 1. Chip over the second. Is that going to go in? Yes, Yappy Nappy sent the house, but they got punished on the back end. Jair, despite the misfortunes earlier today in previous series, comes away with the nail in the coffin in game number 3. And Godalions giving everybody a heart attack here, Rhino, but they will advance on to Saturday's second day of double elimination play.
Normally, I'm known for making excited Rhino noises. Today, I'm making scared Rhino noises, and I don't like being scared. But yeah, that one went right the way down to the wire. It really felt like Yappy Nappy, they were throwing everything they could at Godalions. They just couldn't see it over the line, and hey, that's bad for them, but it's good for us, because that means there's a day 2 on the horizon. And with our seeding, with the way we've been playing, you would expect it to be a very, very deep run tomorrow, even if Swiss might not be in the cards. Hopefully it will be, but it will be off the back of a very, very long Saturday.
Yes, very much so. So we will have our work cut out for us tomorrow. You can come back and rejoin us same time. Rhino will be leaving us, unfortunately, but I'll get some love over by Pac-Man. Hazza will be coming back. Thank you all for tuning in. And before we head out, we've had the little tag LTX Academy next to our name the entire time. No, it's not a Godalions rebrand. It's in fact a sponsor. LTX Academy Coaching sponsors us. And make sure you go check them out at the Medify link that you've been seeing Nightbot, post in chat. Not Nightbot. It's not a chicken robot. That'd be a weird conglomeration. Use the code LTXSAM-Godalions and you'll get 10% off of any coaching session from them. They do great work over there, and you can boost your rank up or down. I don't know which way you want to go. That will do it from us here, though. I've been Quanzek. This has been Rhino. Behind the screen has been Jyincks. And thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you this time tomorrow.